Guys, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I am currently testing my performance, which is not going as well with the OBS running as I had hoped, but it was working a lot better than it had been previously without OBS running, so hopefully it'll still be better than it has been. Hopefully. Alright, so I did a little bit off stream because I was testing my performance and I got a level. But other than that, I haven't really done much here. Yesterday we didn't get a whole lot done because we had a few crashes. Hopefully at least we won't have any crashes today, but ooh, it's not bad. A lightning max mana, that'd be nice for an archmage. Not too shabby. Alright, so we're going to get started today and probably hopefully do a lot more mapping, hopefully not have any more crashes. I'll continue to work on my performance because it looks like it's still not quite to the level that I want it to be. Let's see. Alright, we're starting to do tier 2 maps. Let's do a strand just to see how it runs. Okay. As long as it isn't no regen, we should be able to do pretty much any map. We can do Ellie Reflect with this build. Alright, I'm gonna continue. Alright, well, we immediately dropped to 7 frames going into the map, so that's not a good sign. Man, I was getting in between 90 on the high end and 30 on the low end, even during deliriums off stream, which is a lot better than it has been, but it looks like streaming is just a little bit too much, taking up a little bit too much of my CPU. Unfortunate. But it does look marginally better. Marginally. So most of the time. So we will just keep on trucking. Alright. Still need to get some chromatic orbs today. Oh, I should probably change my loot filter because I don't think I have. I think my loot filter is too strict to drop chromes. Or not chromes themselves, but chromatic items, which I should be picking up some of. I need a lot of chromatic orbs. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. That'll also stall out the delirium for a good while and hopefully get us up to 5 rewards. Alright. Go ahead and throw those in there. Oh, it didn't stall the delirium. That's weird. It should be doing that. Well, that's unfortunate. I would have went and tried to do the bosses then, had I known that. I must have stepped off of the encounter at some point, or too far away from it. Alright, we got a boss coming down the road here. Go back here. looks like it's stalled on my golems. Oh, there you go. Alright, I'm gonna quick change my loot filter here. We will go all the way down here just to get chromatic items. We'll be a little slower going with our mapping, but it'll be worth it once we can, we'll be able to have a lot better single target once we get our curse on hit back onto our barrage. Okay. Alright. There's a couple down. Probably shouldn't be picking up the big chromatic items anyway. They take up too much space. This all taken care of. Yeah, bad thing about well, good and bad thing about solo self-found is you have to pick up a lot more stuff as well. Like, I'm not going to pick up wisdom scrolls, but I should be picking up at least blacksmith's whetstones and transmute orbs until I get a fair amount of them. You know what? I'm feeling extra spicy right now. I don't know if I can do this yet. This might be a little bit risky, but I'm gonna try an Atziri just to see how it goes. We're gonna give it a shot. Just to change of pace. Normally I'd wait until I was at least doing like tier 5 or 6 maps, but ooh, already taking big hits though. That's not a good sign. And if we go into a room with a lot of these chaos crawlers, it could be a bad time. Oop, I probably shouldn't just charge into rooms like that either. I say as I do it again. Alright. Well, looks like the way I'm working this so far, my chances of survival are very low, unless I start playing a little bit smarter. Instead, I should be flame dashing off to the side to avoid the direct hits. Alright, getting good XP here. All these blue mobs. Every blue mob is worth 4 mobs worth of experience of the regular of that kind of mob. So, and in Atziri's temple here, the apex of sacrifice, all of the monsters except for ones from like Strongbox and Legions and that kind of thing are blue. Alright, just to be safe. Hey, how's it going, Lord Jiraxis? I'm gonna try an Atziri. I really would like to have an Atziri's Promise, and yeah, it's a good experience. I'm a little low level, not too low for it, but yeah, it's gonna be, we'll see. It might be interesting. Hey, Arc, nice. Arc is always fun. Ooh, I can tell the trio is going to be very, very difficult. Based on how long it's taking to kill this. Yeah, maybe I should have waited until we got our chromes in order. Well, you know, very difficult, but probably not impossible, right? Just unlikely. We'll see how it goes. Oop, there you go. Alright, so that boss is a very easy boss, but the trio is going to be very, very difficult, I have a feeling. I doubt I have enough damage if I'm not, if it took me that long to take those guys down, I doubt I have enough damage to freeze them. Or even chill them for very long. We'll have to see. Hey, Colton, how's it going, man? I think I've kind of worked out some of my performance issues, so I've got that going, but still having some problems, especially during the deliriums. Without OBS on, though, I'm getting a normal amount of frames. I'm getting like 90 frames most of the time, and then down to 30 frames. Down to 30 frames while I'm doing deliriums, which is much more acceptable compared to what I have been getting. So I've at least got my performance outside of streaming figured out. I just need to figure out if there are any more tweaks I can do, or if I'm just going to have to accept the fact that streaming in Delirium League is not an easy thing to do for my current computer setup. Might have to come to terms with that. We'll have to see. Alright. I expect fully to die here, which is unfortunate because I'm really close to a level. You know what? I have an idea. Before I go in and fight them, I know I'm throwing away a portal here. Unfortunate. Means I have a less of a chance of killing Atziri. But before I do go do that, I'm going to go ahead and go back and finish off my level since I'm so close to this. Sure. So Mind Over Matter, Eldritch Battery. Eldritch Battery makes it so that your energy shield protects your mana, basically. So you'll use your mana instead of your, or your energy shield instead of your mana. And it doesn't count as damaging it, so energy shield recharge will still apply. And that means when you cast a spell, you'll be using energy shield. With Mind Over Matter, you'll take a percentage of the damage that you would take to your mana. But because your mana is protected by your energy shield, it'll instead be taken from your energy shield rather than the mana. I'm pretty sure I said that twice. But so basically the idea is that in both in terms of casting and in terms of taking damage, your energy shield will be taken instead of your mana. This is good because it allows you to reserve all of your mana, because reservation doesn't count as either taking damage or taking mana or spending mana. So you can literally reserve 100% of your mana, meaning you have more auras and such, and that will allow you to and usually your energy shield pool, it's easier to get a higher one of those than a mana pool. That's not necessarily true, but generally that's the case. It's very easy to get, like, you know, 1,500, 2,000 energy shield just randomly on a build. What links are the Ice Nova and Frostbolt? I do have the POB in the description for those who want to look at that now, but I can also go over the links here. I just wanted to do a quick run of this to get this level so I wouldn't lose so much experience. I have to go all the way around to the waypoint, otherwise I'll lose my... Wait, no I won't. I can just go back. Okay. Yeah, I can't do that from here. Alright, I'll show you my links in a second here. Alright, first things first, I'm just going to grab some life, and then... Okay, so for Frostbolt, I currently have Hypothermia, Spellslinger, and greater multiple projectiles. And the reason I have GMP at the moment is because I only have one threshold jewel. Once I get another threshold jewel for Frostbolt, then I'll drop the GMP for another damage support. And then Ice Nova, I have Ice Nova and Vortex, both linked with Spellslinger, Hypothermia, Inspiration, and Controlled Destruction. And then I have Inspiration and Barrage, and I will get 2 blue sockets here at some point. And then, so it'll be blue, blue, green, red. And I'll also have Curse on Hit and a Curse the Frostbite. That's what it's called. Hype! How's it going, man? So if you take 4k damage, how much do you lose HP and energy shield? Okay. So you would take 30%, I believe it is. 30%. So, yeah, it's 30%. So if you were to take 4k damage, you would take 30% of 4,000, which is 1,200 to your energy shield, and then you would take the additional however much. If you had 1k energy shield, it would knock all of it down, and then you'd take the additional 200 to your health. So you would take 3,000 health and 1k if you had 1k ES. But if you had more than 1,200 ES, then you would take 1,200 and then 2,800 life if you took a 4k hit. All right. Let's see if we can do this. We want to get rid of Ally first. Oh no, our golems are gonna die. All right. I need to back myself into a corner here. Oop. Shit. And, okay. There. Yeah, our golems are too weak. Okay, and I need to slowly back away and make sure we're recasting our golems. Boy, this is a mess. I knew I would have trouble with this. We are chilling them pretty nicely though. Hopefully just one die at a time so I can instantly cast them back. Okay. Oop. I keep messing up my thing. Okay. There. All right. We're down to one last guy. I'm gonna have to run into a corner, recast my lightning golem, run into a corner, recast this, get my bleed back. Run. Oh man, so much of this field is taken up. Okay. This is a fun fight. Okay. It's hard to pay attention to which one is dying. They're all dying. Oh no. My flame golem got insta-gibbed. Okay, we did it. Boy, that was an interesting fight. Luckily, we're pretty tanky. All right. Yeah, we might have been a little underprepared. Our gems are still level 17. We're still low level. I can't believe I did that deathless. I was fully expecting to die. All right. Now let's see if we can take down Atziri herself. That'll be the next challenge. I would say it would be arguably less challenging under normal circumstances. But, yeah. We'll see. On solo self-found on a fresh character, usually I'd wait until like I don't know, 78, 80 or something before doing Atziri, but I felt like this build felt pretty strong, so. Okay, I think I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, internet. I didn't die though. I ran into a corner just in time. I couldn't move, but luckily I had already frozen all the enemies, so I survived. This is damage over time multiplier, claw damage, and chance to block while dual wielding. That could be a good. Oh, cold damage over time multiplier. Never mind. That's not a good anything. I thought it was just a regular damage over time multiplier. Never mind. Yeah, it's fine now. It just went down for a couple minutes. Or like a minute. Alright, now I get to resummon my golems again. I need to get better at resummoning my golems. Now I get to walk all the way back out. Alright, hopefully everything will hold strong this time. Just a blip in the internet. The perils of cable. Alright. I'm gonna grab this. Alright. And let's go fight Atziri. I have 2 less portals than I would normally would now. So. Oh, so you don't take direct damage to your ES like normal for. Yeah, your ES wouldn't protect your life, it would protect your mana instead. So you would take 70% from your life and 30% from your ES, which would be over your mana. Oh boy. So mind over matter builds are mostly life-based builds, but you get a high enough ES pool to tank about 30% of the damage. Probably over that because you're also going to need to cast some. It's going to be a lot harder to see Atziri's ground effects with all of our ground effects. Oh. Luckily, our golems are immune to elemental damage or they'd get wrecked during this fight. So I need to be very, very careful to... Nope, that's not careful. That is flame dashing onto a flame blast. Okay, don't immediately be there. Oh. Boy, this stage is very hard. I can't see any of the ground effects. Well, this might not be doable at our current level of damage. We'll have to wait until we have higher level of gems. Oof. We'll see. Alright. Watch the floor very carefully. Oofta oofta. It's a good thing we leveled before. Well, I guess we lost all of our experience from that last room. I thought this would actually be easier than the trio. No go. Alright, watch very carefully for red. Ooh. Oh, barely reacted to that in time. All right, this is the hardest stage by far. I'm gonna try circling into the corners and just when flame blasts come onto us, we're just gonna kind of try to react in time. Okay, that kind of worked. All right, we're just gonna. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Getting a little bit better. We got the strats down. I'm not used to having to interact so heavily with this this fight. Normally I have, you know, a bunch of I'm geared with max level gems and haven't done a early league Atziri in quite some time. But if the leagues start with this next league, if nothing's changed about it, then I will be able to do that. Okay, watch for red. Oop, nope. Oh, I went right onto it. I tried to dash here. I dashed here. I made a mistake. All right, last portal. Oop. Okay. Let's see. All right. So the biggest thing is don't die immediately upon entering. Okay. Just carefully watch for red under your feet. Okay. Okay. Carefully watch for red, or yellow in this case. Alright, I think it's the final phase. Oof. This would be a lot easier if I had my curse on hit set up. Okay, carefully watch for red. Got him. Alright, cool. Well, didn't get the flask, got the boots though. Oof. That was exciting. Oh. Tier 1 energy shield. Pretty good lightning resist. Int and cast speed. Double open prefix. That's nice. That's a nice shield. I'm gonna go ahead and stash that. It is on a fossilized spirit shield, so it's not gonna have the highest energy shield, but yeah, I can craft percentage and maybe hit hybrid off a Betrayal Exalt, or I can just Exalt Slam it since I don't buy stuff in this league. Probably better stuff to Exalt anyway. Alright, and 72 life, 15, so pretty close, pretty good Slink Boots. Not bad. Alright, we were successful in our first Atziri kill with only 3 deaths, which is, you know, not the greatest, but we did it. Alright, I'm gonna wait before I do another one. I really wanted the flask. The flask would be very beneficial for us, but alright. I need a little bit of beer and some vape after that. Yeah, nice reward after that. Okay, So let's get back to mapping. I can probably do tier 3s. Considering I usually do Atziri when I'm doing like tier 5s, I'm gonna do this Mesa. Let me check my atlas. I can probably start socketing watchstones in. Requires 1, Conqueror cannot spawn. Requires 1, Conqueror cannot spawn. Requires 0 in this corner. Alright, where's Mesa? Here. Requires 1 watchstone to spawn. Okay, so I can't spawn it here anyway. I'm still gonna do Mesa. We're just gonna use transmutes for a little bit though. Get some nice easy maps going. I'm not going for the currency. Should probably be doing some master missions as well. I was doing temples last time. Pick up the 4 slot chromatic items. Yeah, I'll probably need 50 to 75 to guarantee chromatics, to guarantee what I need to get. I'll just do the edge or around to the back end and then go down the middle to try to get the most possible. Oh. Not a headhunter. Man, if I get a headhunter in solo self-found, I might just use it. I have my doubts. Oh, taking quite a while to kill this essence boy. Oof. All right. Yeah, probably not. I don't think it'll happen. I'm not going to intentionally farm. Ooh, hey, boots. Hey, boots. Wow, those are nice boots. 22 fire resist here compared to 13 fire resist, so I'd miss some fire resist. But I got suffix that I can craft. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swap this over. These are much nicer boots. Oh, I'm so much faster now. Sick. Upgrade. Lots of essences here. Lots of bleeds here. Alright, Stinging Doubt. Do I have Stinging Doubt? I do already have Stinging Doubt, so I'm just going to skip it. Oh yeah, I should be doing Zana missions as well in an attempt to get all that going. Oh. Alright. Mesa completed. Oh yeah, I should probably do that ball side area as well. On the off chance I get a 6 link, So let's do our metamorph first. Alright, scarabs over essences, Brandis coins, catalysts, this. Probably not. It's not my style. Like, the only FPS type games I really like are like loot and shooters like Borderlands and Fallout. Oop, I died. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, but I'm not if there's any games I'd play on stream, it would be Teamfight Tactics, because it would be it wouldn't take up a lot of CPU, so I could do it without frame loss. Alright, let's try that again, except let's not face tank it. Let's go ahead and kite around, kite around, kite around. Make sure we're using our flasks, kite around. Flasks. Hopefully this guy summons some ads soon, because I'm running out of flask charges. There you go. Get some ads. This is a very beefy metamorph. I didn't even look to see what mods he has. Extra life. Regen, well, that explains why. Endurance charges. Oh boy. Resist elemental damage. Okay. So he's literally as tanky as he can be, basically, without having double mods. Boy. Hey, Kruger, how's it going, dude? All right. Well, that was exciting. A volatile dead Spellslinger Scion. Yeah. With Scion you can do that too. You can get max block really easily by having a you either have a separate Spellslinger set up for, or you put it in your wands triggers when you attack, or triggers when you use a skill. You can put Bone Offering and Desecrate in there, and also if you want lightning armor, is that what it's called? 8 hours, man. Yeah, so you can get max block, which makes it a lot less squishy, especially if you have like any kind of leech. Like I got some fire leech from anointing Heart of Flame, and that with the block is usually enough to keep me alive on my volatile dead dude. I have been playing PoE for 41 minutes. Outside of one disconnect. It wasn't a crash this time though, it was a disconnect, so we're still doing better. I'd rather have internet issues, which are there's nothing I can do about, rather than having PC issues, which cause a lot more problems. Yeah. It's really, really nice. Lots and lots and lots of free block. I'm pretty sure you can still do that as a Scion if you have the Necromancer. What am I doing attacking these guys? Man. Alright, there you go. Get another sacrifice at midnight. That means we could do another Atziri run. Probably not going to, but could do. Alright. Got lots and lots of loot to sort through. I've got a pretty cool beer here. It's called Meow. It's got some cats. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's a lot easier to watch it on your character than it is to like glance down into the corner every couple of seconds. Then you can know when to hit your panic flask. Alright, got an immortal flesh. Probably hold on to these boots. I'm gonna need a new dump tab. Take a fresh tab, drag it to the front. I could use my quad tab as a dump tab, but it's fine. 97 max life, elemental damage, open suffix, prefix. Yeah, sure. Hold on to that. I like to hoard semi-okay items when I don't have a lot of items yet in solo self-found. With the intention of eventually selling them, going through my stash and selling them, but I almost never do. Alright, get this unveil. It's got 88 life. This could be good. All right. PoE has been whack for me lately. And when I try to load up my character, it crashes and goes back to the login screen. Only works 1 out of 4 times, but when it works, it's fine. That's weird. I've had issues like that, very similar to that during league start, but I've never had them this late in the league. Have you tried uninstalling and reinstalling the game? That might be something you could potentially do. Elemental resistance and frenzy charge on hit. So this is going to be a little bit of a gnarly map. Let's do a syndicate. Could be. Yeah, I had PoE on my HDD as well. Or on my, no, I have mine on a solid state drive, never mind. Never mind. And it's still a little slow. To be fair, it's a very old solid state drive. So maybe that's what's causing my... Probably not. I don't know how that would cause any issues. Actually, I don't know. I have no idea anything about computer technology at all, even a little bit. Hey, that'll be... Oh, nice. Reading chat, got stunned, almost died. Well, I guess I didn't almost die, but could have very well died. Tell Moana indeed. Can you not? At this point, I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, I thought they were all dead. Oh no. Mistakes were made. That was dumb. That was the big dumb. Alright. Got our Delirium Orb, which is pretty cool. A lot of crit multi. Doesn't really synergize though. See what we get it from our stacked decks. Nothing too exciting. How close are we to our gems leveling? most of the way there, like 80%. Oh boy. Nope, I got stunned and volatiled, but I survived. Taking a lot of stuns, need a little bit more health. Our physical damage reduction is pretty good, but it's not, you know, amazing yet. And our health is still quite low. We're getting to the point where once we have our threshold jewel, we could maybe consider running like flesh and stone for the blind. Or we could just run Herald of Ice or something. Okay. Guff. We're just gonna betray Guff here. Oh, I thought Toro was in research. That was wrong. I should have checked the other one. Alright. Unveil some items. Unless it's something that I'm really gunning for, I kind of just take whatever. Quality of socketed gems, that's a good one. Ooh, wow, look at these gloves. Wow, these are awesome gloves. Yay. All right. Every once in a while you get a good one like that. Good stuff. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. It's pretty early on in solo self-found to be getting such nice gloves. Oh, I already have stuff in my offhand for that. Yes, I do have computer performance issues, particularly while I'm streaming. Honestly, I don't really have that many issues when I'm not streaming, but I guess the streaming, like encoding and everything, takes up enough of my CPU. Yeah, CPU. What's that? Probably. Yeah. Because I don't have a lot of issues with my performance when I'm not streaming, but it is what it is. Maybe I will only stream I'll stop streaming PoE, but I'll still stream. I'll just stream a game that doesn't take up a lot of processing power. I got one shot. Still the squish. Alright. Oh. Forgot to have Frostbolt. Are they not going to teleport up here? I guess not. Minecraft? I don't play Minecraft, so that would be not something I could do necessarily. Do I have multiple graphics cards? I don't think so. No. Let's see. Well, Gravicious is probably going to get a rank regardless. Get our transportation intel. There's a few different ways to get a 6 link in solo self-found. You can just link it. That's what one of the things I'm gonna try. Another thing I like to try is I like to do every single blacksmith's strongbox, or not blacksmith's, armor's strongbox. I like to elk it and then corrupt it. That can possibly get you a corrupted 6-link, and then if I do all the Vol side areas, I could get a corrupted 6-link that way as well. But yeah, and there are a bunch of other ways too. There's prophecies, so you want to make sure you're always checking your prophecies for both 5 and 6-link. You can just find one, just farm a lot. You know, there's a variety of ways. I did a video on it if you want to check that out. You can probably just find it on my channel. It's one of my higher viewed videos, I think, if you sort by viewed. I go into a lot more detail because I can't think of everything off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure making a ritualistic sacrifice to Kaduku is necessary for getting a 6-link. Alright. It's branching Exile. Yeah, I mean, I get a Tabula, which is a 6-link for sure, but not the most optimal one, so I'm looking to upgrade. Oh, is there a double portal that spawned there? No. That's weird. All right. Make sure we're holding on to these gloves. Don't sell those. In fact, just while I'm still thinking about it, just gonna stash those. Got some more unveils. That is a good one to get. Just finish that one off. And alright, good to go. Oh yeah, Einhar. Yeah, there's beast. There's so many different methods. It's kind of hard to go through them all. You can do it with Betrayal potentially as well, with one of the special benches potentially. I forget which one. Maybe not. No, is there only recoloring? God, I can't even remember. I did a whole video on that where I explained everything in detail, and I don't even remember what half of them do anymore. All I know is Torah and Research gives you gem experience, because that's the one I always use in the beginning of the league to get level 20 gems as fast as possible. That's the only one I ever remember. And then I think like Haku and Research gives you white sockets, maybe not. Speaking of prophecies, I should make sure I'm always full up on prophecies. Okay. I don't think I have too many silver coins. 31, I still have plenty. Wonder if I should maybe pick up more life here. Or more damage, I mean. What could we do for damage going forward? Oh, Lethal Assault. Yeah, I'll definitely pick up Lethal Assault next. That'll help a little bit. A small amount of damage. We don't have any 2s that we haven't done yet. Let's go ahead and do a Temple. Slowly finish our completion. By finish, I mean get started, basically. I will do a Temple this time. I should also check how many chromatic orbs I have at some point. Got a small cluster jewel, evasion. Strong boxes. Oh, it didn't stop me or stop them from attacking, or I accidentally moved right away. I'm not really sure what happened there. I am not fully sure. I should probably kill this guy first. This guy's really tanky. Resists elemental damage? Yeah. It's always these guys. We used to have Cold Pen in our skill setups, but we got Inspiration in here now instead. Yeah, not even going to be able to clear it because we spent so long on that one dude. Pandemic lockdown? Yeah, I mean, nothing's changed for me at all. I've kind of lived this exact same way since, you know, before. So for me personally, it's not like I have any deep thoughts on this or anything. Nothing's changed at all on my end. But it's cool that more people have time to play PoE. That's always nice. I've probably been one of the least affected people on Earth, honestly, by this whole thing. I'm amongst them, at least. In terms of how it's affecting my day-to-day. I guess we don't go to as many, like, we would occasionally go to, like, house parties and stuff, and we don't really do that anymore. So, you know, I guess I drink, well, I've been drinking more the last couple of days, but prior to the last few days, I've been drinking a lot less. So that's good. The last probably week or so, I've been drinking quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. A couple of beers a night. I've been drinking more frequently, but not more in terms of volume. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people are greatly affected by that, and I'm not trying to minimize that, but in terms of how it's affected me personally, it's nothing. Like, nothing's changed. It's the same. Although every time I cough, I get paranoid now. Cough or sneeze or anything. Anytime I get anything coldly or remotely symptom oriented, I start to feel a little paranoid until I start to feel better. So that's been the biggest impact on me, I guess. At least I don't have to graduate. They were like, well, we can't do these exams. Oh, okay. Hey, congratulations, dude. It's been a struggle until yeah. That's true. I've been duo queuing TFT with a buddy every night for the last couple of nights, and it's nice to get some games in. A couple of buddies actually. One of my other buddies started joining us too. So we've been doing 3-man ranked queues, crushing away the games. Although I was absolutely crushing it, and yesterday I bled away a lot of the rank that I had gained up. Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. Should always try hard. People say try hard like it's some sort of insult all the time, but yeah, there's no reason. If you're proud of something you're doing, if you enjoy something you're doing, you know, anything like that, you should try hard. Only Echo is fun? I'm well, I was doing a lot of Cybernetic Blade Master, and Blade Master with Protector Celestials, but then a lot of other people started doing that. So lately I've been playing a Void Brawler, like a decent amount, and sometimes I'll do Hyper Roll comps, but not very often. It depends on which universe they're going at the moment, or if I just happen to hit like 5 of a certain unit that is going to be decent, like TF or Xayah or something in the early game. Super early. Then I'll do some Hyper Roll. Actually, even Malphite now too, although he's more contested. A lot of people have been playing Rebels lately, which is unfortunate. I'm not, I don't enjoy playing against Rebels, especially with the new Ziggs buff. With the new Hyper Carry Ziggs, if they get that double chalice, oof. I think that might be the old set, because assassins aren't a thing anymore. They're infiltrators now. Oh, when you play it. Ah, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, that's not really a thing anymore. We are lacking in decks. That's unfortunate. Yeah. The game feels like it's in an okay spot. I like the galaxies are probably the best part. This is definitely the best set in terms of like you can have drastically different strategies based on which galaxy you're playing in. I get so disappointed when I queue into a game, especially if it's like the last one of the night and it's a normal galaxy. There's no special fun thing to do. I mean, 30% of the time it's a normal galaxy, but I'm always super disappointed with it. I don't want to play normal galaxy. I want to play a normal game. I want something crazy to happen. Stack Darius. I did a lot of that for a while, but now it seems like everybody's doing it. So, and I never like to play contested comps. I don't like competing. That's I've done a little bit of Dark Star recently because nobody competes for you can get a 3-star like Karma. You can easily get your Jins, although people are starting to play Jin again now too, because you know, whenever something's underplayed, people will start playing it so they don't have to compete with people, and then all of a sudden people will see that it's doing well, not realizing that it's only doing well because they get all their stuff for free, and then they start doing it, and all of a sudden it is contested. That's the cycle of the meta in TFT. The circle of life, if you will. Jin is pretty good. You know, I don't think he's the most broken carry at the moment. I think both Kale and Jinx are better than him. And with the right items, like Gangplank and Zareth can also be better. But yeah, he's still certainly a very strong carry for sure. Get those one-shots in. Throw on your Celestial trait so he insta-full heals every single time he crits. Makes him decently durable. Yeah, I've been in love with TFT again lately. I'll burn myself out real quick though. That's how I always do it. I'll overplay a game a lot and then get completely sick of it. I can't do anything half. It's really hard for me to half-ass anything. I always full-ass everything. I get really into something and then I play it all the time until I'm completely burnt out, and then I stop playing it for a very long time, at least months, if not in some cases years, depending on what it is. In fact, PoE's been the only game that I've relatively consistently played, with the only exception being Synthesis, which I quit for a majority of the league. I think I played like 3 weeks into Synthesis and I was like, nah, I don't like this. I'm out of here. There were a lot of performance issues with that as well, which was part of my decision. Yeah, the sets really make a difference. Just like new leagues. Like having that rotating, ever fresh gameplay makes it really fun. See, Synthesis had similar performance issues to this league, but it wasn't nearly as fun. Like, this league is fun enough to where I want to keep playing it even though I'm dropping down to like 0 FPS all the time. So, take that how you will. Synthesis didn't have the same charm. It had some novelty. It was fun for a short period of time, at least for me. A lot of people really enjoyed it, but I was not one of those people. Let's turn in some of these. Get some wisdom scrolls, lots and lots of wisdom scrolls. Gemcutter's Prism, Chin Soul card. Here, I got a Midnight. Aye, we can do 4 Atziri runs now. Sick. Zombie Mancer? Well, I've been really enjoying this build so far, but it looks like I'm kind of hitting a little bit of a plateau until my gems level up a little bit. Or until I get... Oh, speaking of... Oh, we're only at 19 chromatics. I've been picking up chromatics, man. This is going to take me forever. Absolutely forever. What is this? Oh, this isn't any better. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get this set up. It's going to take like 50 to 75 chromatic orbs probably. What do you buy chromatic orbs for in the store? Maybe I should try that. I don't even remember what you can trade for them. Jeweler's orbs. Well, I'm gonna need those eventually, but right now I need Chrome's worse. So we're just gonna buy a bunch of these. We can get Jeweler's orbs back a lot faster. Alright, 59. That'll give us 2 tries. Let's go. 7 Chrome for 1 Chaos? Yeah, but I'm not on Trade League, so... Ooh. Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's get double blue on this. Here's the hoping. Okay, it rolled 3 blue for some reason. Come on. Alright. I'm spending all of my Jeweler's Orbs on Chromes. I'm gonna make this happen. I'll just recoup my Jeweler's Orbs. We're all in. Alright, 2 more tries. Man, that's really unlucky. That's 4 where I didn't get red-green on a hybrid strength dex. You know, I could have just done it with the other method now that I think about it. Probably would have been better. It would have been cheaper too. Well, there you go. Okay, finally got it. Alright, our single target DPS should go way up now. So let's set up, we got our Curse on Hit and our Frostbite. There you go. Alright, that'll be much, much better. I'm gonna feel way better about that. Probably not gonna get any decks anytime soon. So, yeah, I guess we'll just pick up 4 more life and then we'll figure out what we want to do from there. We could transition to crit, actually. We're near most of the crit nodes. We can get off Elemental Overload and transition to crit. That might be worth doing. Keep Barrage? Yep. So I'm actually using... I have 10% chance to trigger level 1 Blood Rage when you killed an enemy on my wand. So I'll actually be able to... get Frenzy charges that way. So I've got Barrage, Inspiration, Frostbite, and Curse on Hit. Pretty good. Connect over my vape. Alright, cool. So we are stronger now. 2 additional projectiles, double boss, power charge on hit. This could be a little sketchy. Shouldn't be too bad though, I say. Leading up immediately to a death, probably. Okay. Where's the delirium mirror? Okay, it's got to be over this way. Oh yeah, our single target is so much better now. Oh. Just nuke down those rares. Much, much better. Yeah, as soon as we get our curse on the yellows, they die instantly now. And our gems are all leveling up. Ah, feels good. Yep. It was worth it. We could have done that easier, though, if I'm being completely honest. We could have wasted much, much less there. Alright. Our DPS will be through the roof compared to before. Got all of our gems leveled up and got our curse on hit. Now just need an Atziri's Promise. I'm gonna try going triple enrage on this boss. See how it feels. Oh yeah, it's a double boss. Oh boy, maybe this was a bad decision. Maybe mistakes were made. Ooh, maybe big mistakes were made. I need to stay behind my golems. Oh, they can charge to my golems. Great. Alright. Oh yeah, I can put on my stricter loot filter again. There. Ah, much better. I'm just freestyling everything on this one. I did put my path of building though from what I had before today. I'll update the path of building every stream now to show kind of what I'm doing. But yeah, there should be in the description a path of building link for this if you want to follow along with it. But yeah, I'm just figuring this out as I go. With a little help from people in my chat. Like somebody recommended that I use Barrage over Frenzy with Barrage and just use Blood Rage, which was an excellent idea and allowed me to use Inspiration. Real good idea. Oh, I've just been playing for a really long time. I freestyle a majority of my builds, and with the rare exception being if I see something really goofy or interesting on YouTube or something, then then I might, or if I like am looking at PoE Ninja and I see a build that just looks too good to not be able to recreate. But yeah, a majority of my builds I just freestyle. I've gotten an interesting idea for a Spellslinger Chieftain that uses Wave of Conviction and I forget what it's called, Flame Surge, because I never use it. So Flame Surge and Wave of Conviction, you get 100% ignite chance. You 6-link or you 3-link the Wave of Conviction and 6-link the Flame Surge. You get the ignites with the Wave of Conviction with Combustion for a massive debuff to their fire resist, and then you just while they're ignited absolutely wreck them with Flame Surge. 5k IQ, yeah. True. 5 million IQ. I don't need to full clear this, but I am. I'm just gonna go do this. Nice and casual. Never mind. Can I flame dash over this way? No, I'm not going all the way over there. Forget that. Alright. Boots. Nothing outstanding. Nope. I have 230 hours in this game, never hit Shaper or something like that. Well, to be fair, I probably had like at least 7,000 hours in this game before there even was a Shaper, so and even then it took me quite a while after Shaper was released, like a couple of leagues before I did my first Shaper. So it is a thing. Alright, we can probably move on to tier 4 maps now. We'll do a Syndicate encounter. Herald of Thunder or Herald of Ice. Yeah, I like Herald of Ice with Curse on Hit and Ice Bite with if you're an Elementalist, because then you get the reduced reservation as well. So you can do it for about as, I mean, only slightly more than a regular Herald of Ice. Lots of utility on a Herald of Ice. Herald of Ice you do Frostbite. Herald of Lightning you do Curse on Hit. That's right. It's a lot easier to keep up for bosses when you are going and hitting them. Otherwise, they have to be right next to things. All right, we got ourselves a Redeemer. Sick. Sick. We'll do the Redeemer, see how that feels. What is the last Ascendancy choice? That's a good question. I haven't decided yet. It's either going to be the AoE damage one or the more, oh, we get a safe house next. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. It's not going to be a very good safe house, but it'll still be 200% increased experience, so that's never bad. Safe house, if you really want to get levels very easily, the best way to do it is to just repeatedly do intervention, or betrayal rather. It will get you a lot of experience very fast. Not only does interrogating them give you just a huge chunk of experience, like watch when I interrogate Chimera. I'm going to clear out this whole thing just to demonstrate. Not only does interrogating them give a large chunk of experience, but the actual safe houses are worth a boatload. So my experience is at 78%. I do this, it's at 82%. I got 4% experience just from interrogating one of them. It's a pretty big chunk. That is a nice juicy chunk of experience, and you can get up to either 9 or 12 total in a map. So that's like almost half a level at this point if you were to manage to get them all trusted so that they would all come to each other's aid. So yeah. So yeah, it'll either be Pendulum or Shaper of Desolation. I might do Shaper of Desolation. I should chill pretty consistently anyway, so maybe I'll just get the AoE and the damage. Hey, have fun, Kruger. Gotta watch some Boruto's dad. Enjoy. And thanks for stopping in, dude. I feel like, I'm wondering, I'm not proccing my Elemental Overload as consistently as I'd like. I'm wondering if I shouldn't do another support gem over Controlled Destruction. Like maybe Cold Pen or something. It occurs to me that I went the wrong way to get the Delirium, and now I'm just not going to get it for this map, basically. Because it's going to be like right here. I could run through and grab it and then backtrack, but I don't think I want to do that. Redeemer body armor. I'll have to check later on to see if I can craft anything good onto that. I'll just hold on to it. Oh well, at least I'll get to do the June mission with it. The research hideout. Maybe I am keeping up Elemental Overload just fine. Hey, how's it going, dude? Yep, I am bubble blasting everything. I am a Squirtle up in this. I am literally Squirtle using bubble on everything, taking down those onyxes in one shot. That is I. Bubble Bobble. Yeah. Playing some Bubble Bobble for the Nintendo Entertainment System. For the Famicom. Famicom, not Famicom. These stupid red tornadoes last so long, and they just sit on top of these guys forever. Alright, do I have a chance to move? Nope. Okay. Tora, can you move over to research for me? That'd be great. 44. Man, that's a lot of research intelligence. That's a whole lot. Whole lot. Feels great. Alright, I'm not going to get to 4 rewards. I'm not going to go all the way around and just kill the stuff that was spawned. I'll just kill everything up until the back to the portal, basically. Alright. Get some sacrifice fragments. Oh yeah, Atziri should be a lot easier now too. So we got lethal assault. We'll just pick up some more life. Grab all the way to melding. Not the most efficient life, but it's life. It's fine. Ah, that reminds me. Triple prefix though. Yeah. That's a lot of random stuff that looks good, but just doesn't work that well together. Unveil some items here. Virtual Boy. Bubble Bobble for Virtual Boy. Aw, yeah. For Sega Dreamcast. My favorite system. Sega CD, even better. Get the Arcane Surge on kill. My cousin used to have a Sega CD, and it was primarily games that were just, they weren't even games, they were just movies, basically. Like, there would be a couple of episodes of the Power Rangers with something similar to what we would now know as QuickTime events in games, where you would get to make, like, mild choices and it would affect what would happen, but they were all just pre-recorded. It was pretty fun. It was fun, like, once, and then, obviously, less fun going down. I really hated 7 Seed when I watched the first 3 episodes of it. I thought it was really bad. I'm usually the writing just seemed really not my style, we'll say, because I don't want to just say something is objectively bad, because that's not true. Nothing's objectively bad. Taste is very subjective, but for my taste, real bad. Netflix has been pretty hit or miss with their hey, thanks for stopping in, Jiraxis. Appreciate that, dude. Hope to see you next Tuesday when I stream again. Yeah, we've watched a few of the Netflix original anime, and some of them have been good. They really like to make liberal use of the CGI, which is something I was against at first, but I decided to give one a try. There was that Bug Cage one. I forget what it's... Cagister, yeah. Bug Cage Cagister. It was actually alright. It was better than I expected, and it definitely looked a lot better. So I'm probably going to give a lot more of those CGI anime a little bit more of a try. But I am a little bit prejudiced against that particular art style because I'm so used to bad CGI in anime. Sorry, dude. When did you start vaping? Like a little bit over a year ago. I did see that Death Note. Yeah, the movie was real bad. It was real extra bad. Boy, it was pretty hilarious though. It's like one of those movies where I might get drunk and rewatch it. You know what though? There was some potential there. Like the cinematography was good. Some of the directing was good, like the shot compositions and everything. And then there were some fun parts, like the Final Destination style deaths were really fun.
They got an actual horror movie director.
Yeah, they got a horror movie director to work on it. So but the writing, like the script, was particularly bad. That was actually the worst part of it. I think it had potential, but it didn't deliver on any of that potential, unfortunately. that. Like, it is the best anime. True. Yeah, but it is a pretty good anime with a scuffed ending, in my opinion. Like, I think Death Note had the potential to be one of the greats, but the ending was bad. It was bad. It's like Resident Zankyo no Terror. Zankyo, it was the exact same thing. It had like, it was gonna be the next great anime classic. It had Yoko Kanno for the soundtrack. It had like all these, like, I don't remember who directed it, but it was gonna be amazing. And then they just scuffed the entire latter half of it. Or what was the other one? It was a mech anime. Eld Noah Zero. Eld Noah Zero was the same one. Hey, Steven says he heard you and says hi.
Hey, hi, Steven.
So, but yeah, it's just another one of those examples of an anime that could have been great, but had a scuffed ending that kind of took away from that. It was still a good anime. Death Note's a good anime. It's just not a great anime like it could have been, in my opinion. It had the potential. Reduced flash charge. Use double resist. I can craft life onto that, I believe. Yep. I'll hold on to that. Sick. Yeah, so if anybody has any recommendations for anime that is on any of the streaming platforms that I haven't seen yet, I would be willing to give them a try at some point. Although, and mostly I'm talking about a lot of the Netflix originals, because those are mostly the ones I haven't watched that had the art style that I was prejudiced against. Okay, this seems fine. We'll do another one of these. Get a good stretch in. Oh man, time's been flying this time around. I didn't even notice I've been streaming for over an hour and a half already. King of the Hill. My favorite anime is, of course, Cory in the House. Which genres? Well, honestly, I'll watch anything as long as it's good. I'm less of a genre person. I do have a slight preference towards horror and sci-fi, but I'll watch literally anything. Like, some of my favorite anime are like sappy romance anime, like or like some dramas, like Your Lie in April and Toradora, for instance, are amongst my favorites. Both in my top 10 pretty solidly. So I'll watch literally anything. There's nothing, there's no anime that I won't watch. As long as it's good. Oop, don't die. Cowboy Bebop. Oh yeah, the live action Cowboy Bebop's coming out. I've seen all of Cowboy Bebop all the way through at least 5 times, if not more. So I don't feel the urge to watch that at the moment. Although I am going to listen to the Real Folk Blues after this stream. I can't listen to it on stream because copyright. I'll go to YouTube jail. But otherwise I would. If I was streaming on Twitch, I would listen to the Real Folk Blues right now. Harem anime? Not really, but I used to be. I used to watch a lot of harem anime. If it's a really good harem anime, like I like Bakemonogatari and the Monogatari series. But ProZD, I love ProZD, man. He does a voice in Borderlands 3. He does Flack's voice. He's a funny dude. Wait, where'd he go? Stop running. Come back here. But yeah, I'll watch harem anime, but it's not like my thing. When I was a teenager, I loved harem anime for obvious reasons. Like, I was a big fan of all the Tenchi Muyo stuff. What was the other one? I watched like Green, which was just smut basically. Love Hina, all of those. I think Bebop is one of Yoko Kanno's greatest. I still like the Standalone Complex soundtrack the best, but honestly, I didn't like Standalone Complex that much, even though it's in my wheelhouse. I am not a big Ghost in the Shell fan, believe it or not. Even though it's this beloved classic, I think it was a little boring. Just a little. I do not like Tokyo Ghoul. I liked the first episode of the first season of Tokyo Ghoul. I thought it was, I thought it had a lot of potential. But by the end of the first season, I didn't like it. And then I started watching Re, and then I just stopped because I couldn't handle it. It was not great. Yeah, I thought Tokyo Ghoul had a lot of potential after the first episode, and then I immediately regretted thinking that later on. Oh, a little too edgy for me. The whole finger breaking thing at the end of the first season was, and then the trauma white hair superpower thing. It was a little cheesy, a little edgy. Not really my jam. There were some cool parts, like the whole bit with his friend and everything. But yeah, a lot of people thought it was cool. I didn't think it was cool. I'm not saying it's not right to think it's cool. It's once again one of those subjective things. Taste is definitely subjective. I was not a fan. The music was cool. The opening, it's from that, God, they have a weird name, but yeah, it's from one guy from a popular Japanese band that I can't remember because it's like a French name or something. And if there's anything I can't pronounce or understand, it's French. Less so than any other language.
It's another
Don Leon to you too. Jessica speaks French, so I always give her a hard time because I just have a hard time dealing it. Anime on Netflix that's about gambling. Is it Kaiji? Oh, Kakegurui. Oh, I loved Kakegurui. It's like one of my I can't say it's guilty pleasure because I don't feel guilty about it at all. I loved it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's fantastic. In my opinion, I really love over-the-top stuff. If you want to watch the best gambling anime, hands down, watch Kaiji, The Suffering Pariah, Ultimate Survivor, or just Kaiji. Kaiji is fantastic. It's like Kakegurui, but less over-the-top, ridiculous, maybe slightly sexual connotation. More than slightly sexual connotations, and more dramatic, like life or death type thing. It's by the same mangaka as Akagi, who did the Mahjong, or which was a Mahjong anime / manga, and it's really popular. It was like huge in the 80s. Oh yeah, Metamorph. I knew I was sitting there. Hey, how's it going, Luton? But I would. Oh, there's actually a Chinese movie based on Kaiji on Netflix right now, and I'm gonna watch it later. Hey, I cannot pronounce French at all. I'm really bad at it. Jessica would be much better at doing that, though. Every time I try to pronounce anything remotely French, it's ooh, I got stunned by Firestorm. Hey, Psycho Pass Season 3 is on Amazon Prime, but I can't watch it because I still haven't seen the movies, and I keep forgetting to watch the movies. Which is very unfortunate, because I love Psycho Pass, especially Season 1. Season 2 was a bit disappointing, but if you kind of look at it as a whole picture instead of just season by season, it's still a great anime. Big fan. Ooh, I got the life as maximum energy shield. That's pretty nice. Big fan. Yeah, so once I see the movies, which might happen eventually, I'll have to do it through dubious, unsavory means. I won't be able to, because it's not on any official streaming site, and I would have to buy the Japanese Blu-ray otherwise, I think. And it hasn't been shown in theaters. Whenever they... Man, I was going to see the Made in Abyss movie in theaters when it was going to be America, but the current health crisis that's going on has... it was canceled. It didn't get shown, unfortunately. So whenever they do show anime movies in America, I never get to see them. Unfortunate. Look there then. Yeah, Psychopath Season 3 is currently on Amazon. If you don't care about context, apparently there's a lot of context from the movies that you need to see. BitTorrent to your phone. You can do that? Man, technology is crazy. We're living in the future, guys. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We are the future right now. You can BitTorrent things on your phone. That's nuts. My mind is blown. I had no idea. You can be on your phone on a bus and a beam of energy from space bounced off reflective mirrors. I don't know if that's how satellites work, but whatever. Can put a Japanese movie onto your phone in an instant. God powers. I'm not a science man. I know of science, but I don't know science. Entirely legit. Sick. Entirely legitimate. I feel like quotes are always Doom Patrol. I don't know. I watched a bit of Green Arrow and a little bit of the Flash for the DC things because my old roommate was really into those. But yeah, they were all right. Not good enough to make me watch them when he wasn't there, though. So I like superhero shows. I finally watched season 3 of Legion, for instance. So I mean, that's loosely a superhero show, more of a supervillain show. Doom Patrol is something else. Okay, I don't know what it is. You're right. Are you saying it's not a CW dramatization of a DC comic? Have you seen Kageyama? It's about volleyball. Good if you want to check it out. Do you mean Haikyuu? Haikyuu has a character named Kageyama, and I liked that quite a lot, but I would always be willing to watch more volleyball anime. I'm a big fan of that. Legion meets Rick and Morty? Ooh, alright. Okay, you've got my attention. It's like Mr. Robot meets The Simpsons. Sick. Mistake? Okay. I was gonna say there's definitely a character in it. Yeah, I've watched. I haven't watched season 4, so no spoilers for season 4. I'm waiting for it to be streamed, but you know, I forgot to check Hulu to see if they have season 4 of Haikyuu. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. What's that? Maybe I did already. Maybe they don't have it. Alright, we're finally getting some people trusted here. Second Frozen Trail and Menagerie. Got Intuitive Leap. Hey, even better. I'm having the same issue. I also have an Intuitive Leap. I didn't get it from the Menagerie, but I got one anyway. But yeah, I'm just looking for my second Frozen Trail as well. More trusting. We need all the trust, so they all come fight us together. The more trust, the merrier. We need all of the, we need all of them to be a big, happy, loyal family. Oh, Brendan Fraser. I love Brendan Fraser. Fraser. Actually, now I'm not even sure which one it is. And I'm going to give up trying to pronounce his name. It must be French. No. I can't pronounce it. High School DxD with your girlfriend if you want to break up. We've watched weirder stuff, trust me. I don't want to go into detail, but we've watched way weirder stuff than High School DxD. Trust me. I don't think that'll be an issue. Yeah. That is and I've watched, you know, I've watched weirder harem anime back in the day as well. I think I didn't make it very far into High School DxD, to be fair, though. I just am not getting super into that. The bad guy in Doom Patrol is played by Alan Tudyk, who regularly breaks the fourth wall. Ah, I do like me a good fourth wall break. Those are always enjoyable. I mean, they're sometimes enjoyable. Nothing's always enjoyable. It can still be done poorly, just like anything else. Or overdone. Unless that's part of the joke. Yeah. I had a, well, one of my old roommates' favorite anime was To Love Ru, so I mean, and that's probably similar. Actually, To Love Ru might be even maybe a little bit more ecchi than High School DxD. But yeah, no, we've watched stuff that would put all of that stuff to shame. I'm not going to go into detail, but all of that to shame.
I can't even tell which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like High School DxD is so incredibly tame compared to some of the stuff we watch on every level, in terms of its explicitness and on terms of its yeah, just all of it. All of it. We're horrible degenerates. I seem like a nice wholesome guy, but in fact I'm actually a horrible degenerate. You wouldn't even believe. You wouldn't understand. I need to catch up on My Hero Academia in both the manga and the anime. I was caught up to the manga until I'm 2.5-3 months behind on the manga now, and I'm 2 seasons or 2.5 seasons behind on the anime. Have I seen Free? I have not watched Free. Is that Naked Swimming Boys, the anime? Yeah, I've seen bits of it. It is Kyoto Animation, so, but
Fujo bait.
Yeah, it's Fujo bait. Filthy Fujo bait. I haven't watched it though. I'd be open to watching it. It wasn't anything I was gonna watch on my, just casually. Why you switched from Frenzy Barrage support to Barrage Blood Rage? Oh, so okay, here you go. I switched to just the Barrage attack, and Blood Rage is to generate Frenzy charges. The reason I'm using Barrage is so I can also use Inspiration, which is a much cheaper mana multiplier. So then I can add Inspiration to this as well, to my Vortex and Ice Nova link. And if I have it both on my Barrage and in the links themselves, then I'll benefit from the inspiration charges as far as the damage, and it'll take up less of my mana. If once I get my next Frozen Trail and remove GMP, I can replace it with another inspiration. as well, and that means it'll take up even less mana because this is a 165% mana multiplier compared to a 115%. So then I can run an aura from there. It'll either be Flesh and Stone or Herald of Ice. I'm just gonna interrogate him. I don't want either of these. Alright, sick. Actually, my new thing is the Battle Angel Alita manga. Yeah, man. Battle Angel Alita was like that sweet 80s ultra-violence. I missed that. There was the old 80s ultra-violent manga like Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star, and Violence Jack, that kind of thing, and Battle Angel Alita. All of those are really sick. I'm a big fan. Yes, if you have inspiration just in your Ice Nova Vortex, but you don't have a skill to proc it, it won't do anything because you won't be able to generate the inspiration charges. So for instance, if I took inspiration out of here and I waited for this to wear off, I could attack and attack and attack and it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't gain any inspiration charges, so I wouldn't gain any benefit from this at all. But if I have it in here, then I'll gain the inspiration charges and then I'll still get the bonuses on here. So you have to have them both set up. It's quite good. Quite good, and a very, very cheap mana multiplier, so it's pretty viable for any elemental Spellslinger build. Makes it a lot easier to set up as many links as possible for as cheap as possible. So yeah, my plan is to replace GMP with inspiration when I get my second Frozen Trail, and then I'll be able to run either Herald of Ice or Flesh and Stone. That'll be nice. Darling in the Franxx. I did see Darling in the Franxx. It's another one of those anime I would put as having a whole lot of potential and then shitting the bed in the end. I thought it was pretty good. It was going places, and then they kind of came out of left field with a lot of stuff without any lead up. I don't mind if they come out of left field with some crazy plot point, which Trigger tends to do. I think the creator was trying to emulate something like Gurren Lagann or Evangelion, your old Gainax or Trigger properties. But what he ended up doing was instead having zero foreshadowing. I think what happened is they didn't air the anime for as long as he wanted, and he wanted to eventually work into that ending plot point, but he never got the chance to, but he still wanted it to end that way, so he just like kind of shoehorned it in, I guess. It was yeah, it was sad. I was very sad. Darling in the Franxx could have been great, but instead it was not great. Now, you want something great made by Trigger? Watch Promare. Promare is a movie, an anime movie made by Trigger, and it's really, really good. Not Kamina. Fighting fire. Yep, they're fire alien things-ish. People. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I was pretty drunk when I watched it. I'm going to watch it again when I'm sober sometime. It's amazing. Benefit only from the reduced mana reserved, actually. I mean, you still benefit from the damage as well. You still get the elemental damage per inspiration charge. Here, watch. So, Ice Nova currently does 7,088 damage. I get my inspiration charges up, it does 9,109. So it does benefit from the damage and the crit. Confirmed. So you get it reduces the amount of mana your barrage costs, which is great. And then it also reduces the mana reserved. It gives you a bunch of elemental damage, a bunch of crit chance. Cringe? What do you think is cringe? Did you like Darling in the Franxx? Oh, without it, yeah, without it, you may as well not even have this in here because it's an increased mana multiplier that does nothing. You may as well just have like cold penetration or frostbite or anything else if you don't have it in there. So yeah, you either want it in both or you don't want it in either, basically. All right, let's go fight our. This will be probably the last map because it's been 2 hours already. Wow, time flies. We got talking about anime and I just, I really go off on that. The end was more than a bit bad. But like the last probably like the first like 60% of it was quite good, but then they started rushing and they started adding in the plot points. Like, darling, I love Trigger, although that was Trigger and PA Works, I think, doing a collaborative work. Maybe it wasn't PA Works, I don't really remember, but it was a collaborative thing, and it was by a completely novice writer, if I recall. Hey, Tariq, how's it going, dude? Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head, if I'm being honest. But, you know, I was kind of expecting something like that. Because most of Trigger's anime, except, like, if you look at Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, I think that still might have been Gainax, I don't remember at this point. Everything except my Little Witch Academia, Promare, they all have that very similar trajectory. So I was expecting it to happen, but it happened with absolutely zero foreshadowing or setup, which is what made it terrible. Kill la Kill is great. No Game No Life. Yeah, I watched the movie recently. I like No Game No Life. Although I feel like it has its ups and downs. No Game No Life is overall pretty good. There are a couple of episodes that I think are great, and then there are a couple of episodes that I think are boring. Like the Jabril episode is really good, and then there was another episode that was really good as well. No Game No Life, and Overlord. I started watching Overlord, but I haven't watched it. I've only watched 1 or 2 episodes, so I haven't really watched it long enough to get a good opinion on it. It seems pretty decent. It seems funny, so I have high hopes for Overlord, but I need to continue watching it at some point. But yeah, the No Game No Life movie was pretty good too. Go for it. Any good horror anime you'd recommend? Oh, Angel's Egg. We just watched Angel's Egg. That one was really good. Another stinging doubt. It seems like every single trial we run into is a stinging doubt. Ugh. Gross. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people I know like Overlord, so I'll definitely give it a go. It reminds me a little bit of Log Horizon in a way, in where it looks like it's mostly like a world building type isekai, like an MMO isekai that's mostly based on world building, and I really liked Log Horizon, so at least the first season. Second season wasn't as good, but the first season was great. But yeah, I would highly recommend Angel's Egg. You should give that a shot. It's an older one, but it's all hand drawn. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's really atmospheric and kind of disturbing. So that's the first one I would recommend. Man, it's so hard. I look for good horror anime all the time, and there just aren't that many good ones.
It's true. It's so sad.
Yeah, it really is. I know there are other ones that I've liked. The Promised Neverland. Watch The Promised Neverland. That's a horror anime, kind of. Yeah, that's a horror anime. It's kind of... Oh, Made in Abyss could be a horror anime. I would watch Made in Abyss, yeah. Angel's Egg, 1985. It's gorgeous, though. I would 100% recommend anybody watch that. And it is really weird, which is a plus for me. I like weird stuff. But beautiful soundtrack in a way. I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what just happened? Trying to look at chat here and fight a fight. Okay, I need to pay attention. Let's get back on this. That was real bad. Yeah, Angel's Egg, Maiden. What's that?
Ghost stories.
Ghost Stories. Yeah, the Ghost Stories dub. A classic. Everybody loves that one. It is a meme by this point. Alright, may as well clear the rest of the map while we're all the way back here. I probably should have popped a portal down. I wasn't expecting to get insta-gibbed like that. Ooh, that's the big downside to this build, is it's hard to see what's going on with all the vortexes on the screen, but that's not what caused that death. That's just me making an excuse. It was 100% me just not paying enough attention. Real bad player. To be fair, I have a good amount of beer in me. Nope. Excuse again. I don't have enough beer into me to justify that. Not at all.
Devilman Cry.
Oh, Devilman Crybaby. Right. Yes, watch Devilman Crybaby. That one's fantastic. Death Parade's pretty good. Mamoru Oshii. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, watch it. It's good. Yep, watch Devilman Crybaby. It's fantastic all the way through. Really, really great. Boy, there were more than I thought. There's still not that many great horror anime though, to be fair, compared to other genres. Hard to see the red fire circles, yeah. It was really hard. I had to look like at the floor. I couldn't even look at my character. I'm used to watching for floor effects with like my peripheral vision, but I actually had to not look at my character and look at the floor directly, which was really awkward. Getting used to that. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's not even this way, is it? No, it's up there. I'm all lost. I mean, you know, the delirium fog wasn't a big enough challenge by itself. What I had to do was I had to add an extra layer of fog with all the vortexes and ice effects. So we're getting double fog. Single fog wasn't challenging enough for me. Okay, you saw Devilman? Yeah, it was good stuff. I didn't, but I'll do more. Now that I'm a bit stronger, I'll do more Atziri runs next time. Alright. Nope. Don't stand there and tank that. Good boy. Good me. Nope. Don't go into that. Sometimes I panic and accidentally flame dash into the enemy's attacks. Man. That's always a good idea. Alright. Keep moving. Don't stand in place. Most of her attacks are trailing. Yep. Trailing. Move. There you go. Oh yeah. See, that wasn't so hard. I'm just an idiot. Seen Code Geass? Yes, I have. Seen all of it. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Probably one of the last good mech anime. Like, it came out the same year as Gurren Lagann, which was probably the last great Super Robo anime. So, you know. Died 4 times? Ha! That's one more than me. I win. No, you got the flask. You win. You beat me. You got me this time. I'll get you next time, though. That's not bad. 75 life. I mean, it's not great either. 3% mana, 1 block. Void physical damage from hits. Those are both suffixes, though, so I can't get any more resist. So it's only gonna be a pretty small amount of resist. I'll still hold on to it though. Mana and kill. I'll just hold on to all the influence stuff for now. I can always sell them for. I think you can sell them for exalt shards like you can for Shaper, and I think it works for any influence. I don't actually know. I haven't tried it. All right, and I'll start using my watchstones and moving into higher tier maps next time. So, is there an anime you haven't seen, by the way? Holy. Yep. There's still a lot that I haven't seen, but I've seen a lot of the good ones. Like most of the ones that people have talked about a lot and that are somewhat popular or well regarded, either or both. I've seen pretty much all of them for the most part. I used to, when I was a seasonal anime watcher, I used to watch all of the anime, all the first episodes of every anime except for the ones that were like for kids, like your ones that are meant for like 5-year-olds type thing, like the Banyanya type thing. And I'd watch the first episode of all of them, and I'd narrow them down, and I'd watch like the first 3 episodes of probably about 15 every season, and I'd get down to like 8 that I would finish the season or so every single season. But yeah, I don't do that anymore. I just wait until people recommend me the good stuff, or if it just sounds interesting because it has like staff working on it that I know I like. But anyway, I'm gonna call it an evening. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. Time flew. It wasn't as bad performance wise as last time, and I didn't overheat this time or crash. So yeah, this has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming. Have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next Tuesday.